I woke up to a bright sunny morning, the kind that promises a day full of adventure and excitement. Little did I know that this day would lead me down a path filled with twists and turns, unraveling a mystery that would test my detective skills to the limit. My name is Detective Landon Chase, and this is the story of the mysterious case of the stolen Pooch. It all began when I received a frantic call from Mrs. Johnson, a middle-class schoolteacher known for her love of pampering her beloved poodle, Bella. She was in tears as she explained that Bella had gone missing from her home in the suburbs. As an experienced detective, I had dealt with many cases, but none as heart-wrenching as a missing pet. I arrived at Mrs. Johnson's lovely residence, a home with well-maintained landscaping. She was a picture of distress, her eyes red from crying. Bella's absence left a void in her life that no amount of wealth could fill. Determined to bring Bella back home, I vowed to leave no stone unturned. I began my investigation by examining the surroundings. There were no signs of forced entry, suggesting that the thief had either been familiar with the house or had a key. I questioned the neighbors, but they all seemed genuinely shocked and concerned about Bella's disappearance. As I delved deeper into the case, I discovered that Mrs. Johnson was not the only one who adored Bella. Her next-door neighbor, Mr. Thompson, had developed an unusual attachment to the little Pooch. I found it strange that he had often been seen watching Bella from his window, as if obsessed with her every move. With my instincts tingling, I decided to pay Mr. Thompson a visit. His house was modest, equal to Mrs. Johnson's, but it had an air of mystery about it. I knocked on the door, and he greeted me with a nervous smile. I asked Mr. Thompson about his relationship with Bella and his frequent observation of her. He appeared evasive, his eyes darting around the room. I sensed he was hiding something, but I needed solid evidence to confront him. The next lead took me to the local park, where dog lovers congregated. I interviewed other pet owners, hoping to find witnesses who might have seen something unusual on the day Bella went missing. A young girl named Emily caught my attention. She described a suspicious man lurking near Mrs. Johnson's home, furtively glancing around before disappearing into the shadows. Armed with this new information, I returned to Mrs. Johnson's house. I meticulously combed through the security camera footage and froze when I spotted a figure matching the description given by Emily. It was Mr. Thompson, sneaking around the property on the day Bella vanished. With mounting evidence against him, I confronted Mr. Thompson once more. His facade crumbled and he confessed to stealing Bella out of an obsessive infatuation. He believed that he could provide her with a better life than Mrs. Johnson could. The depths of his delusion sent shivers down my spine. As I returned Bella to Mrs. Johnson, her tears of joy washed away the sorrow that had clouded her heart. The case of the stolen Pooch had ended, but the experience left an indelible mark on me. It reminded me of the lengths people would go to satisfy their desires, even at the expense of others' happiness. In the end, justice prevailed, and Bella was safely reunited with her loving owner. The case showcased the power of perseverance and the importance of paying attention to the smallest details. As a detective, it is my duty to protect and serve even the smallest and furriest members of our community.